Hi everyone, welcome to another amazing episode of the Ability Conversation Room. Yes. We've been away
Wait,
for a while,
for a very
and
long time.
and I can imagine we have not gone off completely. Trust me, we've been cooking. A lot of things have been popping up, and very soon you guys will know about it. But then it's so good to be back. I've missed you all. What about you, darling?
I missed everyone.
Yeah,
I missed the
and
interaction, the comments, some
exactly.
people even set alarms so that
Exactly.
they will
They
be able to
could,
keep up with our show.
I can
So we are
imagine.
deeply sorry for being away for that long.
Please accept our apology. That being said, for those who are just joining us for the first time, they'll be wondering who are these ones. Okay, my name is Medwa Onyema, and here is my beautiful wife, Yewande Onyema. She is a special needs bilingual therapist. I am also a person living with disability. So the point is to bring the balance, right?
Yeah.
And that's why we are here
But you didn't
today.
say what you do. You only say you're a person with.
Okay, I do a lot of things. I'm majorly into marketing communication,
Okay.
amongst other things. And of course, I am a disability advocate. So let's start with the business of the day.
Yes.
Okay, so while going through the chats of the last episode, we saw something very interesting. And before we even go into seeing something interesting, I want to appreciate every one of you who has dropped comments, who have dropped applauds, who have given advice and all the likes.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Thank
You see,
you.
the conversation is not complete without you guys. So we are so grateful. Thank you for being
Thank you.
and being consistent. Thank you.
Thank you.
But then we'll pick on one of the conversation that went down in the last episode, and that conversation was around: do you disclose if you have a disability, or you keep it hidden so that they don't discriminate against you? And
At
I
what
feel
point? At what point?
at what point?
Yes, because you just said, do you disclose if you have a disability, but you did not say at which point. At which point? Is it at the point of getting a job? You didn't go into
There are different angles to this thing.
Yes.
It's beyond just being looking for a job,
Yes.
right? And even getting into a relationship. It
yes.
goes, it cuts across. It cuts across. So basically, the question is: should you be you? The case could be: should I disclose if I'm dark skinned? Or should I disclose if I'm light skinned? So the story could go in different angles. But the truth about it is that one of the reasons that this particular show has been put into place is for us to put the word out there, to stir up these conversations so that we understand what ought to be. My friend Abayomi stated some very strong points, which unfortunately presents the current state of things, where a person could be disqualified just because of a certain form or kind of disability, or that the person is disabled at all. And our other friend Dudu Yemi was coming from the other angles of other people who say they are bold to actually put it out there. Where do we stand? We believe that you should be you. We
Yes.
believe that you should constantly be free to be you in any position. Dudu Yemi made a very strong point, and that is, for a person with disability, it's important for you to state what kind of disability, and even go further to state the necessary accommodations that should be given to you.
Yes.
As long as the person is qualified, as long as the person has the necessary skill, I feel that it will be very unfair to actually judge the person only based on the disability or not. I've heard stories a lot of stories from close friends on how they've had to improvise to overcome their challenges. So much so they had built strengths in other areas, in order for them to be relevant in their space. And these ones they've always been at the top of their classes.
Yes.
Why? Because they are very deliberate. They understand that they have this limitation, so they put more energy in certain areas that make them stand out from the crowd. So that's my take. I feel you should be free to be who you want to be. You could choose to put it, you could choose not to put it, but the bias from the recruiter is what I am fighting against. It shouldn't be based on a challenge or a disability. It should be based on the ability to deliver.
True.
And that takes us to even what we face. We stumbled on one particular video of a particular lady dancing with her peers in a dancing class.
Is it a lady or a girl?
A girl, rather.
Okay,
sorry, that had one amputated limb.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
and she you could see the energy,
Yes.
you could see the excitement, you could see the zeal. She even outperformed a number of them
Yes.
there. With one crutch and one leg, this girl was giving major expressions, and you could see her wanting to be there. So it starts from the mind, both for the society, both for the person living with a disability. What do you believe that you can achieve? What do you believe that you can put out there? It starts from the mind, and from the society point of view, it's important for you to see and believe. I think for me, seeing one of them, not just because I'm part of the community, but seeing somebody who should be limited but is still pushing through,
Yes.
it shows a drive that we all need to encourage.
Something was very encouraging. The fact that she was dancing with one hand holding a crutch, the other leg was moving, and she did not miss
A step.
She didn't miss the step. She didn't miss the routine. She
Thank
got
you.
it perfectly. As a matter of fact, they put her in front. And then another thing, people started getting encouraged, like, wow. If you see the comments.
Exactly.
And then I remember one of your friends saying that she would like to help
And support in suffering.
to give a prosthetic leg.
All
And
of these.
Someone already, you imagine, they felt that for her to be able to dance with one leg,
Exactly.
how much more if she had the support?
Exactly.
And we saw that someone eventually
Gave the support.
her. Yeah.
What are we trying to say? At every point that you put into consideration a person with disability, you are actually creating the right atmosphere
Yes.
for every other person to survive. Somebody must have seen that video and must have been encouraged to break through any limitation. Because if this person with one limb off
Yes.
could still see the ray of life in life
Yes.
and still pursue her own dreams, then why won't I continue? So the system is designed in such a way that humanity is the center of the focus.
Yes.
We're not saying pity. Pity is not it.
No.
We're saying give opportunities to these ones. I remember when I was
them.
when my dad had to leave town, and so we needed to move quickly out of our space. That's another conversation for another day. We couldn't locate any accommodation that would be done downstairs. We had to stay upstairs, 3 floors, and I had never done it before. I had to improvise. It takes a level of intelligence for one to be able to do such. At some point, I was running upstairs and running downstairs with my crutches at the time. What am I saying? There is a lot of untapped resources in this set of people that, if ignored, you'll be doing your society a disservice. What are we advocating for? equal opportunity,
Inclusion.
inclusive space, consideration, empathy for these ones to blossom.
I hope they understand again that empathy is different from pity. I think
Exactly.
people actually feel pity and empathy mean the same thing.
No.
So empathy, in my own understanding, is putting yourself in the shoes of that person, feeling what that person is feeling.
Exactly.
Not necessarily feeling for them, but feeling, putting yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
I think it will go a long way in how people, recruiters, or generally people treat persons with disability or special needs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even the way we build our society, even the way we erect structures. Take a trip around town and just imagine yourself on a wheelchair. Would you be able to go around town on your own? Supermarkets, it's supposed to be an open space, a public space, right? Would you be able to navigate it on your own if you were blind?
Sure.
Different spaces.
Yeah.
Someone living with albinism, the light, this is a way of creating empathy even in the lives of the society. Now, we are talking and we are going all deep into persons with disability. Somebody would say to himself or herself, oh, well, I don't have anybody who has a form of disability, so this is not my conversation. I'm sorry to differ. It is actually more of your conversation than we. Why? We've seen a lot of people who started out no disability and then suddenly they find themselves with one form of ailment or the other.
Yes.
They get confined to the wheelchair. Some people lose their sight. And for such people at an older age, it's a lot difficult to even try to adjust to the system. But if you have been part of the conversation from the beginning, we are automatically covering those loopholes. So that's our take when it comes to these conversations. Yes, we have a lot of things have been done, but we still have a very long way to go, and we need to start now.
Yes, we need to start now.
I've said a lot. I don't know, Darlene, do you have anything to say?
Well, I don't have anything to say other than reminding them that there is always beauty in anybody with a special need or a challenge or anyone with disability. So what we should do is to not focus so much on their challenge or disability, but we should focus on the strength they have within them. Because I remember, we have a particular, should we call him someone that we are his fan?
Yes.
This boy is always traveling around the world. Remember the last video we saw of this boy? His name is Kofi, and he likes playing on the
keyboard,
piano, and he's very good with it. So imagine a child with autism who is now taking his family around the world. He's not just going with his father or being accompanied by his mom. He's going with his father, his mother, his younger sister, his elder brother, the whole family, just on the account of Kofi. And then if he wanted to, he could afford a caregiver or afford a personal assistant, as the case may be for him.
No.
Yes, because he can afford to pay. And you can imagine him traveling all over the world, and then what if his parents did not decide, right, to look into that strength and pick it up and work on it? If they had left him like, oh, this is just a child with autism, let's focus on the other children that don't have any form of disability or special needs.
There was a conversation that was on the social media at some point where some people were for and against a particular couple who decided to abort a child when they discovered that the child will have some form of disability or the other. Yes. Imagine Kofi. The parents decided, they discovered early in the pregnancy, and they decided to abort the child. you don't know whether that particular child you're about to get rid of is actually the key
Yeah.
to putting the name of the family out there. God is very, he is the Almighty, right? And his ways, we can't fully,
It's even hilarious.
We can't fully fathom.
You know, they say God is hilarious because
Yes.
he does things in a way that to you can't even explain it, but you are wondering how can a child with autism take his family around
Down the world.
We even come down to Nigeria.
Thank you.
Another teenager with autism. Now, a foundation has been made for, has
Been created
in his name, and is sponsoring some educators now.
Wow.
on some trainings on caregiving or something like that. Caregiving for special needs children.
So that is it. That is it. Parents who are watching us right now, there is a lot of hope. This is not the end of the world. There's a lot that your child can achieve. Look at me, for instance. You can achieve all things.
Yes.
All you need to do is give the necessary support. You will face all sorts of stigma. But trust me, in the end, you will be the one laughing.
Yes.
If you do the right things.
Yes.
You don't have to pity yourself because it can rub off on your child. You need to give the right energy. You need to help the child position well. We've said this over and over again on this particular show. But please, let's put them into practice. If you leave me, I can go on and on and on and on. But for the benefit of the time, we'll stop here for this episode. And then we'll catch up later. Please don't forget
to like, comment,
yes,
subscribe if you have not done that. Please share.
I would say share with everybody.
Share with anybody. Share with everybody and anybody.
Because we all have to be part of this conversation.
And this is when we draw the curtains and say
bye.